came across a tweet by NBC News that had so much spin on it that I'm amazing that the force wasn't enough to send the images and text come flying off the tweet. So take a look at this. This is about a piece of news. It's a real piece of news, but look at the way they present it. A federal judge blocked Medicaid work requirements in 2 states, dealing a blow to one of the Trump administration's marquee efforts to push the poor towards self-sufficiency. What the hell is that? So look, did they want work requirements if you're gonna get this money? Yes. Is that why they wanted it? Is that an accurate reflection or depiction of the actual intent of it? I mean, that is so conservatively framed. And this is NBC News, this isn't Breitbart, this isn't Drudge Report. You want to do a whole segment on these, was it frame job? Yeah,
frame job.
So this, I think, is a perfect frame job.
Right, because the reason that this Medicaid work requirement was rejected was because the idea behind the Medicaid expansion never ever involved some kind of work requirement. And that's what the judge said. It's like there's other things that should have a work requirement because they revolve around giving you money in the meantime until you get a job. But in this situation, it was like, this is healthcare. Healthcare is a human, or according to the ACA, this is just getting you healthcare. This has nothing to do with that. Medicaid is to get you healthcare, which you should have. If you don't have Medicaid, is if you don't have enough money to pay for it. And that was it. And the judge was like, you're trying to cram in the poor towards self-sufficiency thing, which was not a policy issue, it's a messaging political issue, which goes toward this weird trick of getting people who are hurt by certain policies to support those policies. In this case, poor people saying, you know what, it's the minorities who are sucking off the system. No, you receive this aid and you should receive this aid because this is healthcare.
Yeah. So look, this is sort of an example of what we were talking about when we talked to the author of Dying of Whiteness, why people support policies that devastate their own communities. And so look, the judge did actually at least temporarily blocked it. We'll see how that goes going forward. And you can do news about that, show that. But presenting it in this way to me is the same as like talking about like, oh, they wanted to do drug testing for people on food stamps just because they're really worried about the plight of drugs. No, that's not why. It's an ongoing campaign to demonize people for accepting the money that they have every right to accept from the government. And implying that they take drugs, probably deal drugs too, and given half a chance, they will not work. They are lazy people who will just accept government money. That's not true.
It is the equivalent of don't think about pink elephants. And you're thinking, and people say, don't think about, and the shift in your mind is that you're right. The shift is that you're thinking about pink elephants now.
I made that shift.
And in that situation, I shifted myself when you said that. So in this situation, they're kind of taking the idea of, food assistance, and which is for people who need food. That's all I was thinking about. And you said drugs, and now I'm thinking the people who wanted food are doing drugs.
Even though the statistics, of course, don't underlie that. Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.